If you join a 1% outlaw motorcycle club and they give you an order, can you say no? I've done it and also did what they asked. Every 1% club is different, but I'm gonna tell you from my experience being a member of a 1% outlaw motorcycle club myself, it happens in all type of clubs, pagans, mongols, Hells Angels. Let's get into it. Big shout to the ghosts and the ghostettes. Welcome to Demons Row TV, the holy grail of MC culture, where we cover everything motorcycle and motorcycle club involved. I'm Sos the Ghost. I'm your host for the evening. There's a saying in MC culture: we will never tell you to do something that we wouldn't do. Some clubs, if they ask you to do something and you were to say no because you think they wouldn't do it, if they do it, there's a strong possibility you could end up with boot marks all over your clothing. This saying mainly has to do with prospecting, but it can apply to regular club members in some situations. I'm gonna tell you a little story. I remember a situation with club members. These brothers are in the same club, but in different chapters. One was in Mother chapter, the other was in mine, a regular state chapter. The brother for Mother chapter was extremely drunk to the point that he was stumbling, acting a fool. He almost fell over, and I actually grabbed him. I'm like, yo, bro, you good? And he's like, yeah, but I could tell he was drunk as hell. He was not okay. So I helped him get back inside, and I told some of the bros from his chapter, he's wasted, hold him down because he gonna wind up getting hurt. A couple minutes later, he comes out stumbling again. They did not hold him down. So he falls into a brother from my chapter. The brother does the same thing. He tries to help him, like kind of hold him up. He looks at the brother and proceeds to start taking his vest off him for no reason. I'm watching and I'm like, what the, like, you know, what is this dude doing? So I'm looking at him and I'm like, oh, he's really just gonna let him take the vest off him. So I'm a sergeant at arms at this time. This brother's safety is my concern. It is my job that those brothers from the chapter go home safe. I know it's the same club, but still, he has to get home safe. So I walk over, I grab the bro's hand off the vest, and I pull him off, and I'm like, yo, bro, you tripping. Go back inside and relax. And he was like, yeah, you know, you right. He was kind of tight, you know, I could see, but I kind of gave him that look like, yo, you lucky that, you know, you're my brother, because you doing this, and it, you know, it just doesn't make sense. So he goes inside, and I pull the brother to the side because I don't want to make a spectacle out of him. I never do that. Like, I will never approach my brother in an aggressive manner, or not even, I wasn't aggressive, but in a way where I'm kind of schooling him on what to do. I would never do that in front of a whole bunch of people. Never do that to your brothers. Always pull them to the side. But I told him, I'm like, yo, why are you letting this dude take your vest off like that? He may have been a prospect at that time. I'm not sure. Or just got fully patched. I think he was fully patched. Not 100% sure. And he said, because, you know, the guy, he ranked higher. And I was just following chain of command. And I told him, he's not your sergeant. I didn't ask you for your vest. So why'd you give your vest up? Never give your vest up like that again, or you won't get it back. Now, I understand ranking and where his mind may have went. To me, I think it was more fear-based. But taking off your vest for the next man in a 1% club, you never do that. Even in a regular motorcycle club, if a sergeant ain't the one telling you to take your cut off, you should never take your colors off. Now, if you're not in a 1% club and you're not built like that, I know people are not going to like this. Do not resist a 1%er if he tells you to take your cut off. This is for the people that are not built like that. Understand that. People unfortunately get hurt over this. And believe me, I know people will jump in the comments of this video and say, you're a man. Don't let no one treat you like that. This is why we have a Second Amendment. I get it. I understand where you're coming from. Listen, in real life, the person that says that will give up their vest faster than you. I've seen people take their vests off in a blink of an eye, like Superman in a phone booth. Is it a shitty situation? Yes. Is it ideal? No. But you have to make it home to your family at the end of the day, because the people in the comments, they're not going to pick your ass up when somebody drops you. But there are situations where you can say no. This situation, he did nothing wrong. He should have never took his vest off. Let me tell you another story involving the answer being no. Not straight up, but in real life, how it happens. I've seen club presidents get the order from high up above, from Mother. There's a green light on this club in this state, because whatever state you could think of, because he's in Chicago this happened, so it's on with this club everywhere. This is how national clubs work. But in that state, the president is cool with them. So he tells the chapter, that's what they're doing in Chicago. Over here, we're going to relax. Nobody's going to get hurt. Nobody's getting involved with none of the stuff that they got going on. Let them handle their business in Chicago or whatever state it was. I just said Chicago as a for instance. So as a chapter, I'm telling you, no, it don't apply here. And then brothers will see the rival that's supposedly supposed to be a green light, and nobody does nothing because they don't really want an ongoing war. I don't blame a lot of people, you know. I had a different mentality, but I don't want to promote, you know, drama and people that are not built like that. I tell people that a lot. This isn't for everyone. That's why the Hells Angels model of every chapter functioning as a separate entity works well for them, because they don't have those problems. If they want to make a move in California, New York could say, we're not doing that. We're not with that. Or we're going to make a move if California says they're not doing it, vice versa. It has a dark side to it too, because it's also the reason why truces are impossible. That's why some of these wars will continue on forever, because everybody could say, yeah, we're done with this. And one state, one president could be like, nah, over here, we're not doing that. And it just keeps it going on, unfortunately. So overall, I always say this: go with your gut. If it just doesn't sit right with you and you're able to take a stand, you do that. If you're not built like that and you think it's not going to end good, don't do it. Play chess. Do what helps you win the game. Ego and pride are a weakness. Being emotional is a female trait. I don't know if it's just me. I'm just paranoid. I've been shot. I've had home invasions. You can't play on these streets. 1 second, one mistake, and it's over for you. And a lot of times, it's your own people that will do the worst thing to you. Your so-called enemy wouldn't, and sometimes the closest one to you is the one doing it. A lot of times, the one carrying the casket is the reason why the brother is sitting in the casket. That's why I talk about these kind of topics, because they'll protect you from the worst possible scenario. And a lot of people like me, I didn't have that big brother figure, that father figure that taught me how the streets work or taught me how things work or even kept me out the streets. But let me know what you think in the comments. Get your Demons Row hats. We got the shades, beanies, all that, because it's getting cold now. They're on www.demonsrow.com. I'm also releasing music. It'll be linked in the description. Follow the Soul to Ghost channel. I got a lot of music that's going to be coming out. Every 2 weeks, I'm going to be releasing new music. For those that don't know, check that out. And thank you for tuning in to Demons Row TV, the holy grail of MC culture. Like, subscribe, and comment. And oh yeah, we ghosting, baby.
Oh.